Now, Dr. Nompumelelo Shange and Dr. Roderick Juba are a power couple and a force to be reckoned with. The couple received their PhD degrees on the same day, and both were in the Faculty of AgriSciences at Stellenbosch University. Dr. Shange received her degree in food science and Dr. Juba in conservation ecology. The couple were married in September last year during a traditional wedding in Inanda near Durban. They join us. Now, part of why we're having this conversation tonight is because you've gone viral effectively following part of that graduation ceremony as well. You have all of South Africa talking not just about your incredible stories as individuals, but also just the incredible love story that the two of you have. Dr. Shange, let me begin with you and perhaps just tell us about what it's been like over the last couple of weeks and just seeing South Africans give you guys so much love and really appreciate where you've come from.
No, it's been absolutely wonderful, especially because we as a country are going through so much. It's so nice to see people just receive our story. We thought we were just dating and studying, and it so happened that we graduated on the same day, but South Africa sees it as a rainbow. It's been a really dark time, and this is a positive light for South Africa. So we are just so grateful for everyone and all the positive feedback.
Well, you know what? We'll take anything that shows us that the world is still a good place and that good things are still happening out there. Dr. Juba, let me bring you in here. Of course, both of you, the story that you have is not an easy one. Perhaps your own account, just for our viewers tonight, of what it has taken for you to be able to get your PhD.
Yeah, I think what a lot of people see is the nice side of it, right? But then there's always that the dark background to it that people don't usually talk about. But I mean, we both come from small communities, and it's a lot of hurdles that you have to get through to get just to the point where you can do a bachelor's degree or something like that. So I remember going to university, I had to get a recruitment bursary and start working part-time during my first year of university. So that was difficult in itself. And then going through the master's phase and into the PhD, it took me 6 years to finish my PhD, also because of certain challenges that I had encountered along the way. But at the end of the day, I think it's all worth it. I think the story it's a nice story to tell, but it's also, for me, it's quite fulfilling to make it to the end of the road and to be able to show that, through all these things, there are certain benefits that you can gain from it at the end of the day.
What did it take to be able to get through the process? So a lot of PhD students, if they've taken it down for 2 years, complain about what that 2 years of their lives is going to entail. Over a period of 6 years, I can imagine you literally have this cloud walking around with you wherever you go that says you need to get this done.
That is correct, yeah. It's one of those, I think one of my favorite quotes is that you shouldn't stop when you're tired, you stop when you're done. And you can believe me, I was tired already in my second year, but that wasn't an option for me to stop at the time. I was in it, and I had faith, and I had a belief that what I was doing was, it was my dream, and I really had a goal to finish this PhD and to be an inspiration, but also to use or to build a platform and to build my own, because it's a research thing that I'm doing now, and to build my own, how can I say it, my own personality as a researcher. And, going through the PhD, I think, was a necessary step for me. But yeah, it was not easy at all.
Dr. Shange, why AgriSciences? It's not one of those courses that's seen as popular, especially for younger generations. So talk to me a little bit about what inspired you to look in that direction.
I think for kids, that look like us, that look like Dr. Juba and I, we don't really know about the agri-science field. So when I got the information and I really heard about food science in particular, for me, I thought this is interesting and not a lot of people are doing it, and I have an opportunity to actually do it. So I will take on the challenge. And in South Africa, especially food science, and I know also conservation ecology, it's a scarce skill. So they need food scientists and they need conservation ecologists, actually. And that's one of the reasons that I said agri-science will be the one for me. Also, growing up in my family, I come from a long line of sisters that are in the agri-science field. So it was easy to see where I could be in 5 or 6 years. What does it mean to be educated in this field?
Having a job, studying, trying to complete your PhD is enough stress on an individual. I think many South Africans also are just amazed at the fact that you guys survived. You know, you as a couple managed to pull through together. Talk to me about how you did it. Dr. Shange, we can begin with you.
He is my support system. When times were really difficult and I was spending hours in the lab, he would encourage me, even though he was going through his own PhD and it wasn't an easy road for him either. I took 3 years to finish my PhD because I realized that for me, I thought it's a lot of work and I was doing it full time. I wasn't working. He was working and doing his PhD. So you can imagine the amount of stress he was under. So I decided to do it full time. And whenever days were dark, he would tell me to just keep going. He would help me to think of other ways to solve a problem. So he was a good sounding board. And I don't know if a lot of people have that, but that's what you get when you first become friends and you get to know each other and you know when the other partner needs encouragement, and he knew every single time. So I'm very grateful.
All right. It sounds like you've found your perfect match. Dr. Juba?
She said quite a lot there. No, it's like she said, I was working part-time. So I think what made it work for me was, both of us are quite solitary. So when we're together, we could still put in a lot of hours of work without, getting needy and getting in each other's space, and without having to explain yourself all the time. I think it goes a long way that you get to know each other for that long. You know each other's strengths and weaknesses, and you know what ticks someone off. So for us, I think that was a big win in the situation, that we knew exactly I could work until 10, 11 at night without having to answer questions, or without being pushed for attention or anything like that. So yeah, like I said, I think it just helps that much that you put the effort and the investment into getting to know someone.
Well, we certainly wish you all of the very best for the future. It's good to see that 2020 has been plenty for some people out there. So really fantastic. Congratulations on all of your success, and keep in touch with us to let us know what it is that you'll be getting up to. That was Dr. Nompumelelo Shange and Dr. Roderick Juba. I'm sure I've got little hearts coming out of my chest right now. What a lovely story.